Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Today I'm just going to show you how to use the fabulous party banner dies to make just an unusual shaped card base. So the party banner dies comes with a set of 20, ranging from really big to quite small. So there's 20 dies in total, which includes these ones for putting holes and reinforcements on your banners. As I say, I am using them in a slightly different way to actually just create a card base. I have a layer on there of this gorgeous embossed paper called Silent Snowfall. It's an online exclusive, 12 by 12, so I've just got a layer using the next die down for that. Then I've used the Snowy Delights stamps for a sentiment on the front and also for these little snowflakes on there, and the colour that I'm using is Cloud Cover. Now we don't have Cloud Cover ink as such, so I've used Secret Sea on the inside there just to carry on that sentiment with a few extra little snowflakes on that as well. So I'm going to show you quickly how to make one. So I'm starting off with just my normal card base in Cloud Cover, and I have found the die that is closest to my card size. So I'm just lining that up so that I'm not cutting that edge or that edge. There will be a little bit that gets cut off at the bottom edge there, but I want to make sure that I've got that lined up and that lined up, and then that bit will cut out. Okay, so I'm going to put my washi tape on the bit that's going to get cut off like that, and I'm just going to run that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I've got that sitting at an angle so that I'm not getting too much pressure on one point at a time, and my camera will shake, so please forgive me for that. So I just want to gently take that away, and as I say, it will take off a little bit from the bottom on that for my standard card base. Then I've used the next die down to cut a piece of that snowflake embossed paper, and also a basic white one to put on the inside. But first of all, I want to add my ribbon to this. I'm just going to pop that in the middle, get a piece of tearing tape and secure that end. Then in the middle, we'll do it the right way around. Secure that end. Take that round. I don't want to pull it too tight, just have an extra little bit on the inside, and pop that down with tearing tape too, and then I can cut off just beyond that, like so. Okay, so it's fairly straight and it's not pulling on there. Use my glue. I prefer to use liquid glue, but I'm going to take that off so that we're making use of that double-sided tape too, and then I can pop that on there. Like so. Okay, just turn it over and give that a good press. Then I'm going to do my embossing. Now, I would normally stamp a sentiment and then die cut it, but because this one doesn't quite fit in straight, I've got it at a jaunty angle, so I find that it's easier to do my die cutting and then my stamping. So bear with me a moment. I have that die cut. So I'm just going to stamp the inside first with Secret C. And the middle like that, and then I can do some snowflakes in that corner, and the same there, like so. Then I will need to clean that stamp. I just have my chamois here. Okay, so that's going to go on the inside, but we need our sentiment for here. And I'm doing heat embossing. So I'm going to bring a scrap of paper, my Versamark ink pad, the sentiment I want to put on there. So a few taps on there. Now, I would normally use an embossing buddy, but I actually didn't mind that there were some stray flecks of white. It's just extra snow. Okay, so we can see where that is, and then we can just add in some more snowflakes underneath and on top, like so. And you could add in more if you wanted to. A little bit extra along the bottom there. Okay, let's get that out of the way and bring in my white embossing powder. Cover all of that. Shake off any excess there, and I'll put that out of the way. Bring in my tweezers. I can just grab a bit that doesn't have anything on it, and then I'm just going to heat set that. So I'm just double checking that that is all melted. That one hadn't the first time I stopped, so it has now. We have that. Let's do some gluing. I can glue this piece to the inside. Just trying to make sure I've got an even border, kind of straight. It's the benefit of wet glue. You can play around. There we go. And then this one I want to pop up with dimensionals. And that's going to go over that ribbon. And if you want a bit more time to make sure you've got that right in place, you can add a little bit of wet glue to that too. And I'm going to try and put that a little bit more that way this time. and I need to do a bow. So I'm going to do 2 loops over, round the back, and then down the hole, pull that through, and you've got a relatively flat bow that way. Let's just play about with it. 10% tying, 90% adjusting. That looks quite nice that side. Little twisty about. Right, and then, so I'm going to trim that down, and then I can trim the tails when it's in situ. And I'm going to add that with some mini glue dots. Okay, so the glue dot is on the roll there. I'm pressing my bow down on it, and a bit harder, Heather. Press it down, peel it off. So my sticky dot is now on the back of my bow, like so. Nope, doesn't want to work first time. There we go. Right, so I'm going to pop that in the middle, like that. And then I want those to kind of sit underneath there, and then trim them like that. And my final touch was to add some of these muted palette dots, and these are cloud cover. So I'm going to go a large one, and a small one, like that. And there we have 2 unusual shaped cards, but nice, quick and easy. A little bit of heat embossing just to step that up a little bit, and that lovely paper is already embossed for you. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please click on that subscribe button, click the bell, and get notification the next time I upload a tutorial. Until then, please do take care. Bye bye.